Hello there and welcome to bnettv.com. I'm Michelle Sklar. We're here at CTIA Wireless 2008 in Las Vegas. I am joined by Mike Wehrs of Nuance. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate seeing you again.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure, and I know we're going to kind of get into some cool things that you guys have going
Without
on.
a doubt, yep.
But for our audience members that are perhaps tuning in for the first time, give us a quick overview of what Nuance is.
Sure. Nuance Communications is involved in speech recognition technology primarily. We sell a significant amount of product into healthcare, customer support. So when you call into a phone center, for example, and it asks you, what do you want to do? We're generally the engine behind recognizing your voice and routing the calls. Also on mobile devices specifically, we have speech recognition technology that runs on the device so that you can dictate SMS messages. We also have predictive text technology, so like T9 comes from Nuance Communications.
I see. Now, you saw me earlier as I was trying to sort of one-hand email and getting kind of frustrated that I'm limited as to how quickly I can kind of get my message down. Of course, you're like, oh, you should have the voice, the voice to text, I guess it is, on my phone. Now, what kind of devices does this technology work on?
Right. So there's two different ways to think about it. There is what we call embedded speech technology, and that happens all on the device, and we shipped hundreds of millions of copies of that software already. It's available on every major handset OEM through just about all the carriers, and it runs on many, many phones. That will do it just as you say whatever you want to say, so you're in the middle of an SMS message, it'll convert it to text.
And so what happens if I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to say that?
Well, you can edit it on the device too.
Okay, excellent, right on.
And then we have another product that's newer that is called Nuance Voice Control, and what that does is network-based speech. So it takes advantage of the data connection that you have on your phone. So you can now speak to it and actually do command and control. So I can do things like stock quote NUAN. Now it'll go out to the internet. It'll recognize my voice using Dragon, which is our product as well for the speech recognition in the back end. So Dragon Naturally Speaking recognizes it. It then will say, oh, he asked for a stock quote, therefore I have to go to the web, and it'll go and find whoever has the newest quote for us. And it'll send that back to the device, telling it, fire up the browser and go to this site with these parameters.
So what if I go, sale at 9 West?
Well, you can get partway there. You could say, find business 9 West in Las Vegas, and it'll tell you where the nearest 9 West is.
Well, that's a good start.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So you can see here.
Let's
turn it that way.
Awesome.
You can see we got a stock quote for Nuance.
Oh,
how are we doing today?
Wow. Yeah, how are you guys doing today?
We're doing good. We're up.
Okay, we can keep talking then. Things are good. So now let's get into some of the other new things that you've got going on, some of your new announcements.
Sure. So we have an announcement today that is taking the speech recognition technology to a different level, and what it really does now is it lets you convert your voicemail to text. So that if someone calls you, you know the annoying thing of I got to listen to this person on and on and on, or how do I forward it, and they said something I really don't want to forward. So then you have to go into voice editing, and that's just crazy. So people would really like to see the speech recording converted into text and then sent to them as email or as a text message. So we announced a carrier-grade solution for that today at the show. So carriers can deploy it. They'll sell it as an addition to their voicemail service, and you can then get it delivered to your phone or to your PC. And
can you speak specifically on who the carrier is, or it's sort of a general announcement, or is there still hush-hush?
We haven't announced this first carrier partner.
Okay, but just that this can be done.
It can be done. We have the product, and I will tell you that the deals are done. They're just not ready to announce yet.
If you keep watching bnettv.com, you're going to hear it first when they make that announcement.
You will hear it. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, now you have some really cool things that are happening at your booth this year at CTIA, and I'm really excited to hear all about them.
Sure. Well, one of the other things that we're showing at the booth, and we're actually giving it away to anybody who has a Series 60 phone at the convention, and that's something we call T9 Nav, and it uses our predictive text technology, and you can see that at the booth too. What that allows you to do is on your phone you can do something like type Nuance. Just spell it out, you predictive text, and it'll say Nuance is at booth blah 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 in this hall. And you can do that for every single exhibitor here. You can do it for the restaurants, you can do it for lots of the attractions. So in addition to all the things on your phone, for example, contacts, calendar information, songs, and things like that, it'll do the features of the phone, so set an alarm, wake you up in the morning, which all of us need in Vegas.
So true.
Yes, but you can also now get all the local information as well. So that's available here.
Okay.
You can see that at the booth. We have also an area of the booth where we're showing for the first time integration of the predictive text capability as well as some of the multimodal voice capability. So Nuance over the last number of years has integrated a lot of those technologies, but we've not come out and done, let's just call it a technology preview.
Right.
So it's not about necessarily a product announcement. It's really about what could you do. So we have, for example, something running on Google's Android, which we're a partner with them on
Fantastic.
Open Handset Alliance, and we're showing voice-enabled applications on that phone in the booth.
Cool.
Okay.
Excellent. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Mike. We appreciate that. As I said, it's always a pleasure, and I'm just really excited to hear upcoming announcements and to hopefully be able to use some of the applications that you have on my mobile device.
Well, we got to get you hooked up on that voice control.
Yes, I think so, absolutely. We've been here with Mike Wehrs of Nuance, and we're at CTIA Wireless in Las Vegas. I'm Michelle Sklar with BNetTV.com.
Thank you.